New episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up at the Abbott house and Jack and Tracy welcomes back Mimi to town and says that she has other reasons in town and they're curious why. Then we see Devon and Lily discuss on who the investor could be and says that the person will reveal themselves soon. That is what Jill told Lily. And they wonder if it's someone from their past or if it's someone from Jill's past. Then we see at society, Vic reflects on her argument with Victor. Then Nick arrives and they discuss his trip, and Nick tells her to get to the point. Vic says that she needs to stop Victor from making terrible mistakes. Then we see Adam goes to Newman to see Victor and said that he saw the press release and his name being mentioned in it. And Adam asks when is he going to start back at Newman. Then we see Victor calls Nate and Adam asks how is Nate fitting into it. Then we see Nate arrive and Victor announced that Adam is Nate's new assistant. Victor claims that we see Victoria claims that Victor is erratic and she is worried about his decision making. Then Nick says that it's his company and he can do whatever he wants with it. Nick says that he doesn't want to be dragged back into Newman mess. And she continues to stress about Victor's health to get Nick on board. But Nick says that he is not coming back to go to war. Then we see Lily says that she has been checking into the finance of the person who made the investment from Victor, and she has not received any trail as yet. Then we see Tracy and Jack tells Mimi to spill the tea and why she's back, and she claims that she doesn't want to jinx it. And she changes the conversation to Jack's marriage and Ashley's marriage. Then we see Mimi just wants Jack not to battle with Tucker. Then we see Lily gets an update on who the investor is and thinks that the name of the company that bought up the investment is familiar and it sounds like her grandmother's initials, but she is not sure and think it's maybe a coincidence. Then we see Adam thinks that Victor is joking and Nate defends that he already has an assistant. Victor's mind is however made up. Back at society, Nick thinks that Vic did an excellent job running the company outside of hiring Nate, but Victoria thinks that Victor's actions are personal towards her. Nick makes it clear that he is not coming back to Newman, but Vic says that they should not follow along with Victor's risky ideas and she needs his help. Then we see at Newman, Victor tells Adam that it's his chance to prove that he has changed and says that everything is a test and he leaves. Then we see Nate says to Adam that it is a surprise to him and he had no part in it. He didn't want Adam as his assistant. Adam accepts that he has no choice. Then we see Nate gets a call from Devon and he wants to meet at the athletic club right away. Then we see Adam looks at Victor's portrait and wonders what his play in making him Nate's assistant. Is he trying to break him? Then we see at society, Nick hopes Vic isn't saying these things in front of Victor, says it will hurt him. Nick says that if she is using this as a power play to get her job back. Vic claims that she is not trying to undermine Victor. Then we see at Athletic Club, Devon questions when last Nate spoke to his mom and mentions that there is a new investor who bought up Victor's share. And Nate questions why he thinks it's his mom. Nate says that Devon tells him the name of the company, and Nate says that that's Aunt Mimi's firm. Nate gets sick of Devon questioning him and being condescending, and and says that he only reach out when he needs something. Devon gets mad and leaves. Then we see Jack and Tracy reflects on Mimi and says that her spark reminds her of when she and Jill used to face off. And Jack wonders if she has unfinished business with Jill. And Tracy thinks that they are civil now and they have called a truce. As Nate is about to leave the athletic club, he runs into Mimi, and she says that it's a surprise for him and his cousins to meet up later. Nate tells her about the convo he had with Devon and asks what is she up to. Then we see Devon returns to Chancellor House and tells Lily about his conversation with Nate. And Lily is shocked that Aunt Mimi is investing so well. Lily reflects on her history with Jill and wonders what she is up to. Then we see Mimi and Nate in the room discuss what's her plans. And she says that she trusts Nate only to tell him the truth, and she admits that she's invested in Chancellor Winters. Nate questions why it's a secret. Then we see Nick thinks that Vic has motives, and Nick tells her to let Nikki deal with Victor's health and worry about that. And Victoria should accept that she is not the top shot anymore, and she needs to stop frustrating and irritating Victor. Then we see Adam comes over and calls out Victoria for whining and announced that he's Nate's new assistant and asks if Vic was the reason and influenced Victor into doing it. Then we see Victoria says that it's unfair to Nate to have you as an assistant and leaves angrily. Then we see Nick tells Adam that's what he asked for, and Nick says that Adam is crying about it and he just started. So we see Nick calls out Adam and says, clearly you haven't changed. Nick says that he doesn't care anyways, but if Adam hurts Victor or Victoria, he will have him to deal with. Then we see Jack questions what would be Mimi's vendetta against Jill. Then we see Nate says Jill's head is gonna explode when she hears about it, and Mimi reflects on her past conflicts with Jill. She laughs and says that she is looking forward to Jill's head exploding. Then she asks Nate to keep it a secret, and Nate tells him that Lily and Devon is already on track to finding out based on the conversation they had. Mimi admits that she didn't want them to find out yet. Then we see Devon and Lily discuss that Jill is gonna go ballistic when she finds out. And Lily says that they have to be certain it's Mimi and they have to figure out what's Mimi's motive. Thanks for watching. Bye.